Well, here's something you maybe didn't know about. Not only can you drink coffee, but you can also cook with it. In fact, you can add coffee to your favorite steak, maybe your favorite cocktail. So joining us this morning is Chef Molly Conway from the Thirsty Lion to tell us all about this. I've heard of that before, but I have no idea how to do it.
It's actually easier than it sounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you got for us?
We're gonna make the coffee-crusted braised short rib today.
Oh, fantastic.
So this piece of meat is actually called a beef chuck flap tail, but for those of you at home, it would just be a beef brisket. We just get a little bit larger piece for the restaurant.
Brisket.
The crust we have here is actually coffee grounds right out of the package,
Okay.
mixed with a little bit of steak seasoning, so like Montreal steak seasoning you can find at the store. So you're just gonna coat your brisket
Very nice.
in that coffee
I would've
crust.
Never thought about that.
And you want to be pretty generous. You don't want to sprinkle this. It should be poured right in
Yeah,
there.
it's completely covered.
Get your skillet nice and hot with a little bit of oil.
Okay.
And we're going to brown all the sides of this.
Okay.
We're going to keep turning it over in the pan. And then we add our mirepoix, which is just a fancy French word for onion, celery, and carrots.
I gotta get a little fancy, right?
That's right. And we're going to put a little bit of coffee also in there.
Coffee, okay.
And a little bit of beef broth and some tomatoes to that kind of thickens it up.
And the ground's completely okay to eat on there, huh?
That's right.
Okay.
And after this has been browned on all four sides, we wrap this in foil, cook it at 325 for about 3 hours. It'll be tender and just fall apart just with a fork.
That's it right there, huh?
That's it right there with our.
So you do still see the grounds on there a little bit? Mm-hmm. Okay.
But they're very fine, obviously, so you're not going to get that gritty flavor at all.
Do you have much of a coffee taste?
You know, I don't really notice it that much, but I'm also a big coffee fan. A lot of it gets cooked out. And then we have our demi-glazed sauce as well.
Oh, very nice.
Garlic cheddar mashed potatoes and roasted butternut squash and Brussels sprouts.
That's fantastic. Talk about what else you have here.
We are also going to be making a salted Moroccan coffee.
Oh, okay.
So for those coffee lovers that like a little extra kick,
Very nice.
we're going to start with a little bit of 151 rum.
Aren't you glad it's cooling off a little so we can finally have coffee and
Yes.
not feel so guilty about it?
Coffee
right?
is actually my favorite food. I can do without food, but coffee, without coffee, I don't.
Oh, now
not
you
so
have
much.
coffee on your steak too, right?
That's right. We're just going to flame that a little bit. And the reason why we're flaming it is because we're actually going to toast the nutmeg and the cinnamon right in there.
Oh, look at that.
So it
that's
toasts
pretty
right
fancy.
in the liquor. Then we're going to add a little bit of Kahlua.
Well, if you could do this at home, people would think, well, they really know what they're doing.
It's
don't
very
they?
fancy, yes. The fire and everything. Some butterscotch schnapps.
Okay.
And a little bit of Bailey's. Every coffee should have a little bit of
course it
Bailey's
should,
in there.
Yes.
And then we're just going to top it off with some hot brewed coffee. We have a sugar-rimmed glass.
Oh my gosh, that looks fantastic.
And make sure you save a little bit of room on top for the whipped cream, of course.
I'm not a coffee fan, just coffee itself, but I think you just talked me into one. That really looks great.
And we're just going to top that off with a little bit of salted caramel sauce. That's the salted Moroccan coffee, kosher
Very
salt
nice.
on top.
Would you look at that? Molly, that is outstanding. So cheers. Enjoy the coffee. Get by Thirsty Lion across the holidays and enjoy yourself. And we thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me. My
Thank
pleasure.
you. Happy holidays to you.